past, Allah sent His messengers to deliver humankind from darkness to light. Invite all to the way of thy Lord with wisdom and beautiful preachings, and argue with them in the ways that are best and most gracious. That's also the ongoing mission of Islamic Research Foundation, or IRF, spreading the truth of Allah's final message to mankind. Founded in 1991, IRF today offers some of the best services and facilities in the world for presenting an understanding of Islam in an objective and scientific way. Its programs are primarily focused on correcting misconceptions and promoting understanding of Islam. IRF also imparts dawah training to dais to aptly convey the message of Islam. IRF has one of the most modern studios producing programs presenting Islam, which are beamed regularly on many international TV channels in over 150 countries. Dr. Zakir Naik, President of IRF, reaching out across countries worldwide, from America to Europe to Africa to Asia to Australia, strives to clarify Islamic viewpoints. He dispels the many media myths and anti-Islamic prejudices propagated the world over by anti-Islamic forces. Dr. Zakir Naik is a medical doctor. He is acclaimed the world over for his spontaneous and convincing replies to questions posed by critics and skeptics during the question and answer sessions after his talks. He is also renowned for his verbatim quotes with references from major religious scriptures of the world. Dr. Zakir and other faculty of the IRF train many dais in effective dawah techniques. IRF's website provides free dawah training material for you to download and become an effective dai yourself. Dr. Zakir Naik's talks are available on audio and video, cassettes, CDs and DVDs the world over. IRF today is creating a change in the hearts and minds of millions of Muslims and non-Muslims worldwide towards a proper understanding and respect for Islam. Have a question or doubt about Islam and its teachings? Now you know. One of the best resource centers to get convincing answers from is Islamic Research Foundation, 5658 Tandil Street, North Dongri, Mumbai 400009, India. Phone 2373-6875. Fax 9122-2373-0689. Email islam@irf.net. For more information, log on to our website www.irf.net.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. On behalf of the organizers, Sabah Islamic Media, together with Persatuan Darul Fitra and Islamic Outreach ABIM, and our kind sponsors, Rimaco Malaysia Sdn Bhd, I'd like to welcome you to tonight's talk by our distinguished speaker, Dr. Zakir Naik, who is the president of the Islamic Research Foundation, Mumbai, India. He is known as the walking computer on not just the Qur'an, but as we found out today at IIU, he's also a computer for the other scriptures too. He can quote from so many scriptures that you wonder what's the megabytes of his brain. And even my computer cannot access when I press a button as quickly as he can access his computer. But alhamdulillah, that is the glory and the power of God. If he wishes, he'll create among his beings those who have special abilities. And Dr. Zakir is one of those blessed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have had a series of talks, and tonight's topic, as you can see on the board, is why the West is coming to Islam. As you are well aware, that over the last decade, especially in Europe, Islam is virtually overrunning the place. In UK, hundreds of churches have been sold over to Muslims to make mosques. The same thing in Germany. A few years back, I read that the churches there are worried that because they don't have many people coming to church where they used to collect money, and they now do not have enough money to survive. Most of the churches are now turned into community halls, and likewise, and Islam is burgeoning in Germany and the countries around there. And in America, you all well know that Islam is already the third largest religion after Christianity and Judaism. What's more is that among the African Americans or the colored people, Islam is becoming very popular because they know they are returning to their roots. They were all Muslims in the beginning. And I remember a story told to me about an imam of one of the mosques there who used to be a criminal. And he was there in jail because he murdered a white boy solely out of hatred that that boy was white. But while he was in prison, a Muslim preacher came and told him about Islam, and that Islam did not distinguish black or white. Then he realized, repented, and embraced Islam, and goes around preaching Islam. You see the impact of Islam, turning a murderer into a preacher. And because of the such things happening, apparently in the States, the government has no choice but to sponsor preachers, Muslim preachers, to go into the prisons, because the preachers have better results than the psychologists and whatnot they send into the prisons. So, and tonight, Dr. Zakir, I'm sure, will tell us many, many more reasons on why the West is coming to Islam. And I hope in the end it's not just the West, it's the North, South, East, and everything else will come to Islam. And the whole world, inshallah, will come to Islam. Before we hear Dr. Zakir, I'd like to invite our special Qari all the way from Japan to recite some verses of the Qur'an, Surah Al-Ma'idah, and I will give you the translations after his rendition. Please welcome our Qari, Abdul Wasi, or Haruka Kimura. He's an Islamic teacher and da'i from Japan, and holds a BA in Da'wah and Usuluddin from Madinah Islamic University. Alhamdulillah. And he will read Al-Ma'idah, Surah Al-Ma'idah, verses 78 to 86, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. لعن الذين كفروا من بني إسرائيل على لسان داود وعيسى بن مريم